Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Whew, what a day I had yesterday. It was pure comedy, almost. 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 Every single seat was filled yesterday. Every single seat except for these two little tables that we don't like to fill, so we probably didn't fill them on purpose. They're way, way, way at the outside, and if we're doing they can sort of see too much from there. So it was so busy. Oh, it was so busy. And I think that's just me and one other server in that whole restaurant carries a tray with one hand. Everybody else, I'm not lying, they carry a tray like this with two hands full of drinks. We work in the place that we do our drinks is like very narrow, and it's on a hill. It's on a ramp. Okay, so we have this long table on a ramp, and we're all working on it. This ramp, right? The table's straight. The drinks are all on the table. And when we get an order, we come. The drinks, we already make the drinks. We pre-make the drinks because we get every seat filled at the same time every day. Same time, everybody just walks in, sits down, and then we just are scrambling. So, in this very, very narrow hallway, the first tray spills and covers the whole little ramp that we're all trying to work in. So I'm like, go, remake the drinks, go. I grab a mop bucket and I'm trying to get this mop bucket to where the drinks are spilled. I don't know immediately that there's only 3 wheels on this mop bucket, because when I yank it out of the closet, because I'm in a hurry, it moves. There's 3 wheels, so it moves. But then when I'm trying to use it, like it falls over. I'm like, what is going on? I don't even know what's going on. Well, while I'm doing that, another server comes around the corner, starts going down the ramp with a tray. Boom, falls. The drinks spill all over. So now there's at least 16 drinks on the floor, because they all had at least 8 drinks on their tray. I don't know exactly how many, but probably at least 8. So there's 16 drinks in this little hallway. There was 7 servers on yesterday. So I'm trying to go get the other mop bucket, stop everybody from coming into the tunnel and falling down. Stop. Watch your step. Don't fall. Well, when we take the drinks out, we bring dishes back. So the dish bin is right there at the bottom of the ramp. And the trash can, we scrape the plate, we stack it. We scrape the plate, we stack it. And then little soup bowls get stacked. Well, once they get so high, you're supposed to put it in another bin. There's like a whole bunch of bins on the cart. But they kept stacking. So now the soup bowls are in the bin at the bottom of the ramp where the drinks are that I tried to mop up. And they're leaning this way. And the plates are leaning this way. And a server, she has a plate. She tries to scrape it in. And I'm like, no, don't put it there. You can't add any more to that. And then she puts the plate down and she's like, oh, okay, I'll help. She wanted to help. She really did. She grabs the stack of leading plates and pushes the stack of soup bowls all onto the floor at the bottom of the tunnel where the drinks all went and the ice cubes all went. And I'm like, just go. I got this. Just go. I got this. Just get your drinks. Go. Unfortunately for me, I was really sure that I was in a good spot when this all happened. I was positive I had all my tables under control. Positive. But when she spilled the first drink, the reason I came into the tunnel left my brain. I had a table that needed 4 drinks. Oh. And then all that happened, and I was mopping and I was cleaning it up. I thought I was fine. I thought I had like a couple minutes to get back out to them. Yeah, no, they didn't have their drink. No one was wearing Crocs. They were wearing non-slip shoes. The person who fell, I mean, it's the first thing I looked at. What is he wearing? Non-slip shoes. It's a steep little hill, and it was very slippery. So even non-slip shoes couldn't help in that situation. But in a restaurant, it's like dominoes. Once you fall behind on one thing, everything falls behind. Everything. And unfortunately, we had hundreds of people in at one time and 2 people in the kitchen. 2. That's why the dishes got piled up. There were only 2 people in the kitchen. They had Herculean effort just to get the people fed. They did not have time to get dishes. So we had to call a nearby hotel to get more silverware. We ran out of silverware. And we had to get the cast that works with me. They were in the tunnel trying to like at least 7 of them. The other servers, when they're very busy, once we start getting drinks off that table, they just throw the dishes on the table. So the table gets stacked up with dishes. I never do that. That is crazy to me. Crazy that happens. The cast, who was about to perform a show in a few minutes, were in the tunnel scraping dishes, piling them up. What a day. It was crazy yesterday. But they're so nice. Everybody's so nice there. Everybody I work with are so great. So we made it through easy peasy. And then we cleaned up. But man, I was dripping within an hour. I was running around so hard. And I go to pick up my daughter from work after I get off work. Right? I'm always late to pick up my daughter. Always. Because they're doing construction on the major highway here. So driving from me to my daughter takes easy an hour. Easy. So I'm always way late picking her up, and she just sits there and waits for me. She works for a roofer, answers the phones, and one of the neighbors to the home that her company is working on is crazy. And she called my daughter yesterday and chewed my daughter out for a while. So me and my daughter we got in the car and we're dead tired. We're exhausted. We just want to go home. And I'm like, Tiffany, let's just keep driving. Let's go to the casino, $20 each. We deserved it. We did. We just did not go home. We were exhausted. We were a little grumpy. We went to the casino and I won $7. Thank you very much. With my $20 bill. I had my $20 bill. She was down like $15. Not a big deal for her. She's fine. But I won $7. As soon as I was up $7, I was like, Tiff, let's go. We gotta go home. I'm up. We gotta go home. If I play anymore, I'm gonna lose my $20 plus this $7. Let's leave. So I get home and I get a note. I got a text message from my boss. Hey, there's a book here with $32 in it in tips. So at the end of the day when we're all cleaning all of the tables, it's normal for a tip to be left at a table, and one of the other servers will take it and tell the person, here, this is yours. Or they put it at the bar and they say, hey, I'm leaving this at the bar for you. That's your tips. Well, someone must have put a book at the bar and not told me. They put my book at the bar. So I would never go to the bar and look through books in a billion trillion years. Their tips are their business. So thank goodness my manager found it and said, hey, when you come in tomorrow, guess what? That's right, I already made $32 tomorrow. I guess today is tomorrow, isn't it? Still feels like one day is still going on. I have to stop talking because boy oh boy, I got a case for you guys. But is CJ here? CJ, are you feeling okay? I need to know if CJ is okay today. Not here. It's fine. She'll be okay. Alright. Oh no, I have to discipline, or I can't go. I'm like an alcoholic, but I've never mortgaged my house. I know that if I didn't discipline myself in a casino, I would spend everything I had, plus whatever my daughter had. So I have $20, and I have absolutely no possible way to get more while I'm in the casino. Like no cards, no credit cards, no debit cards. I walk in with 3 things: my $20 bill, my driver's license, and a card that they track you. So you get points for stuff like dinners and shows and gambling. So there is a way I can get more, I guess. I can get more from that card, I think, but I never tried it. So I probably have points on there. I gotta start this clip. You're gonna like this one. One second. Absolutely. If me and my daughter would have went out to dinner or a movie or anything, we would spend way more than $20. Way more. So, yeah, it's just for entertainment, for a couple hours of entertainment we deserved. Okay. This lawyer does not like to stand near a microphone. But you can hear. You get the gist of what's going on. His audio is great. Judge Crawford's audio is great. Alright? This man is gonna make you so mad. And then he's gonna make you really mad. And then he's just gonna infuriate you. And he doesn't stop until the end. He just keeps making you mad.
I never got something I can't pay.
Your Honor, obviously my client's having trouble answering. I would ask that Ms. Maddox give him sufficient time to answer before she asks another question.
I think she's doing very well at giving him plenty of time to respond. I think your client's being somewhat evasive.
Did anybody watch
Not only Miss Maddox.
Did anybody watch the 10-minute? Yeah, this is not Mr. Kelly. Oh no, nobody is as infuriating as infuriating as Mr. Kelly. No one is. He's just a scumball. You'll see. This is divorce. This is a divorce, and he's trying to keep what is his from his wife.
Alex's questions, but my questions. Go ahead.
Mr. Collins, do you agree with me then that you can, in fact, work?
If you can do that, I can't speak. I can't do that.
Okay, you just testified a moment ago that you needed a different vehicle to do
And I
what
can,
you
I
Let
can,
her finish, okay?
different vehicle.
Well, her
and I
question.
can, I
Let
can,
her finish.
Let her finish, okay? Let her finish. This loops for just a second, and then it stops.
Okay?
Let
Do we have an
her finish.
understanding, Mr. Collins? Well, her
and
question.
I
Let
can,
her finish, okay? Do we have an understanding, Mr. Collins? Well, her question.
and I can,
Let her finish.
Understand that you assist on a regular, weekly basis in a food drive, is that correct?
yes,
You pick up the food, you rearrange the food, and you distribute the food,
yes,
correct?
yes,
So what I'm getting at, you can do all that, but yet you are either hiding your work or you're choosing not to just for the purposes of this divorce. Is that true?
it's not true.
Okay. You admit about the excavator, correct?
Yes,
All right. Now, isn't it true that at your property, you have two side-by-sides?
what is it?
Side-by-side ATV vehicles.
Those are not mine.
So you have two of them there?
No, that was Joseph.
Who is Joseph?
My, my, s- my brother's son.
But there are two.
He had a stroke. So it sounds like he's being evasive. Sometimes he had a stroke. He cannot just find words, just like me sometimes. And I didn't have a stroke. So he is trying on some of the things where we think he's being a liar. He is trying, but he's still a liar. He is a liar, liar, pants on fire.
Side-by-sides located on your property
Yes.
right this minute as we speak.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Were they there on Friday night?
I seen you up there, but I didn't win.
Answer the question. She didn't ask you if you saw her up there. She asked you were they there on Friday night.
It
It's a
wasn't.
real simple process.
It
Mr.
wasn't
Collins.
there.
Okay.
You got a skid steer on your property?
Yeah.
And who
It's
owns-
not mine. That is Eric's.
Who is Eric?
Guy right beside where I have my stuff at.
You also have a tractor on your property,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And that's your tractor, isn't it?
And I pay for that. Well,
Show me.
10 years ago.
Show me. Okay, you were married to my client 10 years ago, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, she's your wife, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes that her tractor too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you show me on this financial affidavit where you listed this tractor? Where'd you do it?
I haven't done that. I mean, somebody else done that. I can't do that.
Did you sign it, Mr. Collins?
Sir,
Did you sign that affidavit?
I probably. Yeah.
You signed it saying it was true and correct, did
Yeah.
you not? Okay.
Well, is it 10 years ago?
You signed that affidavit 10 years ago?
No, when I done that,
All right, right now, I want you to go over every piece of equipment you currently have in your possession that was bought since your date of marriage
I think I got is, 2000 International dump truck.
Okay, you did put that in your financial affidavit. And you say that
Let's, you posed a question to him, Ms. Maddox. Let's let him respond to that question. You got a 2000 International truck.
Yes.
All right, what else do you know?
My tractor
What kind of tractor is it?
is a 5075 John Deere.
All right. What else?
I got my truck.
The Denali?
Yes.
All right, what else?
I got a cat. That was not mine. That is Eric's. I think that's all.
Did you say you thought that was all?
I think so.
Okay. Cat that you say is Eric's. What is that?
It's like a, it is a skid steer. I put excavator, but it's a skid steer.
Is that different than the excavator that you talked about that was listed in your tax returns?
I don't have that.
Okay, so it's different.
And that would be what? Almost 3 years ago or 4 years ago.
Isn't it true you also have cows on your land?
Yes.
Those are your cows?
No. Those are Hector's.
Hector's cows. Duh. Easy, hi.
Who's Hector?
He's got the property in Hickston.
What is Hector's last name?
It's not Rodriguez. Hold on. I can't even think what his name is.
Okay, so if Hector has cows on your land, Hector's paying you rent for putting
No,
those cows
he
there?
he does that to make sure all that grass is gone.
So you're allowing Hector to let his cows be there out of the goodness of of your heart,
Yeah,
okay?
that's thing I done with my food drive.
So you have extra money to spend on gas to go do the food drive that appears to not be reflected on your financial affidavit. Is that correct? Is that part of your $2,800 in expenses you have?
No, I mean I've had that forever, and it's almost gone.
Isn't it true you also have a jet ski?
Yeah,
Okay.
Welcome,
Isn't
new
it true you also
person.
have Jesselyn's Yamaha
I
Ford?
think that was
No. Welcome. Not a
almost
number.
20 years old.
Oh.
Question, do you still have it? Mr. Collins, she didn't ask you
Kelly,
how
I'm trying
old
to
it
fix
was.
But
that.
I-
Trying.
Do you
It don't
still
even,
have?
it don't work. It don't do nothing.
Do you still?
Yeah, I
have
got it, yes.
Do you understand her question?
Yes.
And I'm gonna expect you to respond directly to her question.
If I can do that, I will make it happen.
But my problem is, sir, when she asks you, do you have, it doesn't mean how long you've had it. She's asking you, how do you have it now? You understand?
Yes.
So you do have the jet ski.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And you do have Jessam's four-wheeler.
I got both of those out there, and they come in and ride them anytime they want to.
What's the jet ski worth?
Nothing right now.
What's Jessam's four-wheeler worth?
I think I paid $5,000, I guess.
And she got that for Christmas in 2015?
Yeah.
And it was bought during the course of this marriage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you have a problem with Mrs. Collins getting that four-wheeler?
Yes.
You do.
I got both of them out there. They can come out and ride them anytime you ready. They want to ride them.
Okay. How old was my client when you met her, sir?
Maybe 20.
How old were you?
Wow. I mean, I don't.
No, sir. It's
I can't-
not why you respond to her question. Mr. Collins, I've got the power of contempt.
Yes, you do, Judge.
And if you don't respond to her questions, I can hold you in contempt of this court.
I think
I
I
asked you the
was
question.
maybe 38 or 39.
So you're about 19 years older than her, right?
Yeah.
And the way you met her was she was your employee, correct?
Yeah.
And you asked her out on a date, right?
No.
You did not.
Me and my daughter went to go to her ball game, and she went.
Did you invite her?
No.
You didn't invite her.
She went.
So are you saying that she just threw herself upon you?
I didn't say that.
Well, I'm confused. Let me ask a different question. At some point, you impregnated that lady, correct?
Yeah.
And y'all had one child together, is that right?
Yes.
And she only had one child to her name, is that also correct?
Yes.
And that is your child.
Yes.
And you had her in your employ when all of this occurred, right?
Yes.
Okay? And then once you got her pregnant, you married her.
Yes.
And y'all married in 2003. Is that right?
Yes.
Your financial affidavit has 12/20 of 23, but I guess that's a typographical error, and it was 12/20/2003. What day did y'all get married? I'll rephrase.
December either 19th or 20th of 2003.
Yeah, but he knew the model of his tractor immediately.
Okay? You admit that she has been a good wife.
Yes.
You admit that she cooked for you.
Yeah.
You admit that she cleaned for you.
Yes.
You admit that while she worked that daycare, she got a paycheck of a mere $230 a week.
And so I got the same thing.
Okay? I'm gonna re-ask it. She got a paycheck of $230 a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
You didn't put a
we will,
Yes or no, and then you can make whatever explanation you
Yes.
like.
You did put.
no.
Okay. You admit that she took that $230 a week that she made and spent it all on the household groceries and Jesselyn the child.
No.
No. Okay. What do you say that she bought above and beyond the household bills and tending to a child with that $230?
And when I had the daycare, I didn't go.
Your Honor, I don't know how long is too long to wait before I ask and say it's non-responsive.
It's up to you, Ms. Maddox.
I ask the court to direct him to answer the question.
Respond to the court.
I'm
Mr.
trying
Fox.
to do this because I can't speak.
Mr. Collins, I'll draw that question. All right. Can you point to me an item, a piece of property, a chunk of money, or anything at all that she was able to save out of that $230 a week she got paid as a daycare employee?
When we got ready to do this, it will be our property.
So you admit that you told her at onset that daycare was y'all's to share, and that her money that she forfeited to not get paid by getting a teeny paycheck went to the paying of the debt on that property, correct?
No, when I got ready to do the in Hickston on 252 Joe Hilton, that was our property.
252.
She was a college student, and she was education, I think. So she was trying to get her her hours in working with children. She was 19 years old. She never got her degree.
Joe Hilton. Is that the property that has since been sold?
Yes.
It has. And what was the sales price of that property?
100 and 60,000.
Okay, so your testimony is that at least $160,000 was meant to be y'all's together, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but you sold that property.
Yes.
What did you do with the proceeds from the sale of that property?
We got that. I didn't have all of that. She was.
Where is it now?
It's gone.
It's gone. You do admit there's over $435,000.
Yes.
in that trust
But
account.
that is my daughter's.
Which one?
The one that I had before her.
So your intention,
No.
let her finish. Mr. Collins, I'm not gonna fight you over this. You heard me before. I'm gonna let her finish the question, then you respond, just like I'm not gonna let her interject herself in your response. Listen to her question, please, sir.
Thank you.
Is it your intention to give that $435,000 plus to your other child from a prior marriage?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, he's
You
a
know what?
liar.
I've asked her, I said, well, I wanted to give her at least $100,000 of that.
No, I would object for him throwing out.
No,
No, I
let
didn't.
him testify.
I
Let him testify.
No, I didn't do what you thought I done from in Soperton. I didn't do that.
Talking about a deposition?
Yes, I didn't do that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what did you say, Ms. Maddox?
I said the deposition. What do you mean you can do that?
When they said, I said, well, what did you want me to do? I said, well, I would do it for $100,000, and they went to do at least it was either 10 or 15. I said I wouldn't have done that.
Okay. So you agree she's worth at least $100,000?
Yes,
Okay. In fact, for 20, well, y'all had the daycare up until when?
I don't know.
Is it true that the daycare went away after you got arrested for allegedly roughhousing a child?
I didn't do that.
The word was allegedly.
Okay.
She didn't say you did it. She said it was alleged. And then that was a point of reference as to when the daycare was sold.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yes.
That's when you sold the daycare?
Yes.
That's when you leased it out to somebody else initially, right?
Mm.
And that was around 2017, correct?
Yes.
So she had worked in that daycare for 14 years.
And I done the same thing.
You also worked other places too.
Yes. Yes.
And you made money in other ways, correct?
And I spent that on her and my daughters.
Sir, isn't it true you spent it on buying property that is now in your name? I'd ask him to answer the question, Your Honor.
Answer the question.
What did you say?
Isn't it true you spent all that money on property that's now in your name?
Yes.
Okay? And that money was earned during the course of y'all's marriage.
Yes.
So right now, well, I want to go back to the daycare for a minute. Isn't it true that as a part of those allegations, Mrs. Collins was also arrested and accused of tampering with evidence as a result of your conduct?
She was arrested. She was arrested at the daycare because of him.
Can you tell me what you said again?
Isn't it true that Mrs. Collins was arrested and accused of tampering with evidence because of your conduct surrounding the allegations at the daycare?
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I moved to the plaintiff's exhibit
was. Wait, I really have to rewind it for a second. Oh yeah, she was arrested at the daycare in front of the parents. They cuffed her and took her away. We're going to hear that. We are at 24:36. I'm going to try very hard just to go to 24, 36 minutes, 24:10. Let's try that. It looks like she reaches up and steals a piece of candy from the judge. I'm going to see if I went back far enough, and then I'm just going to keep going.
Tell me what you said again.
Isn't it true that Mrs. Collins was arrested and accused of tampering with evidence because of your conduct?
Oh, no, she gives him a piece of candy. Look, she gives him a piece of candy.
I guess. Yeah.
I miss Judge Fleischer.
Objection, Mr. Collins.
Yes, Your Honor, I object to hearsay.
I'm sorry.
Unless we have the person who wrote the article, I object to hearsay.
Ms. Maddox. What is it?
I'll have to look it up.
Well, I'm not going to take your recollection, Miss Maddox. You had to understand and appreciate that you may face an objection as to that, and for you not to have it available to the court.
I apologize. My understanding is that if it were in the pretrial brief, it would have been addressed with prior.
As to authenticity,
Sir,
as to it being authentic, not as to
I
admissibility.
got you. I'll spend time on something else.
All right.
You do agree she was arrested, right?
Yes.
You agree that as a result of that, that took her out of the daycare industry, correct?
Yeah, because I didn't do that.
And you agree that that sent her in another path as far as her employment is concerned, correct?
Yes. What about mine?
Well, you already had extra jobs, correct?
I couldn't do that no more.
Isn't it true that you continued to buy and sell equipment right on up until y'all's date of separation in 2022?
I bought at least one more excavator, and the cat that I had.
We're going to find out why she was arrested when she gets on the stand and explains it.
At the Eric has.
This cat, is Eric holding it for your benefit?
It is his.
What piece of paper says it's his?
I got the same thing because I've tried.
Is there a bill of sale?
Yes.
So you sold it?
No, it should be his.
I'm confused because the way I understood what you said was that you had the cat.
Yes.
Okay, that means it's yours.
No, it's his. You can go look in his house and you will see that.
But is that your house?
It's at his house. I've used that at least 2 times.
I have absolutely zero idea how much it costs, but I'm 100% sure it's like over 20 grand, right? Guys, how much does a cat cost? You know, they're one of those diggers, or actually, it's probably one of those little things that push instead of a digger. Yes.
So you say it's his.
It is in his.
You say it's his, but you're just allowed to use it whenever you want to?
Yes.
Are you also able to sell it for him if you want to?
If he wanted that,
What if you just wanted it?
it is his.
How many other pieces of property, like tractors and things, do you have that you now say are somebody else's?
None.
So you agree that y'all rented out onion sprouts after you could no longer run it, correct?
Yes.
And you used that money to pay down the debt, correct?
Yes.
And you also used the money that Mrs. Collins didn't take in salary to help pay down the debt.
No.
No. So your testimony is that she was only worth $230 a week as daycare director.
I had the director part on my plate.
Isn't it true that you told other employees there that the daycare was Jessica's as well?
No.
You agree that Jessica has in her possession a 2013 Honda CRV?
And I bought that for her.
Well, it's still even titled in your name, correct?
No, because I gave it to her.
If I told you it was still titled in your name,
Yeah.
are you willing to sign that over to her?
It's supposed to be signed out now.
Okay. But if I tell you it's not, are you willing to sign it over?
Yes.
And what was that?
2013 Honda CRV. And you agree that she's driving the same vehicle that she drove since y'all bought it in about 2015, correct?
Yeah.
Isn't it true that you kept all of the stimulus money from all the stimulus payments on Jessica and Jesselyn?
I don't remember.
Can you show me where you cut a check to Jessica and or Jesselyn to give them their portion of the IRS refund stimulus monies?
The audio is horrible. Can't stand it. He kept the stimulus money for her and his kid and their kid together.
I don't remember.
You didn't give it to them, did you?
No, I don't guess.
So the government sent out refunds.
Yes.
First one was $1,200 for each taxpayer and then $500 for each dependent. So you kept $1,700 that was effectively earmarked for them in your accounts, correct?
I don't even remember.
And isn't it true that during y'all's separation, Jesselyn was under the age of 18 for a period of time, and you paid nothing to help her mama out with supporting that?
And I've tried to get her to let me know what she needed.
Okay, does a child need to eat?
I've tried to talk to them,
Does a child need to eat?
but I need to talk to her so I can find out what she needed. I'm sorry.
Does a child need to eat? Please answer the question.
I already said this twice.
The question is a simple one, Mr. Collins. Does a child need to eat?
Yes.
Okay.
That costs money, doesn't it?
If she will let me know, I will get that for her. I've always talked to her.
Isn't it true that this is the same general attitude of control and manipulation that you've had over this lady since she got married to you in
That's not right.
2003?
That's
And
not.
nothing further for this witness at this time.
All right, I have a couple of questions, Mr. Collins. In regards to this note that you say is due in a couple of weeks,
Yes.
what collateral is up for that note?
They don't have the collateral.
What? That right there is crazy. That right there is crazy. What? Guys, the ending on this is delicious. The ending is outstanding.
Okay, so it's an unsecured note.
Yes.
So obviously you're strong enough at the bank to borrow, what was it, 100, you owe, my notes, $193,000.
Yes.
And that's all I need to know.
I'm sorry.
I literally couldn't go into a bank and get $193 right now. He can just, I would have to put up 2 cars to get a loan for $193. He just walks in and gets a loan for $193,000 with no collateral. None. That's crazy.
Step down.
Big tip
Mr.
dog.
Colley will probably call you back to the stand at some point.
May I publish the financial affidavit, Your Honor? I think it was admitted as
It was
5B.
filed, wasn't
It was.
Okay.
it? All right, I'll take judicial notice of it in light of the fact that it's been filed. Call you next witness.
I will call Miss Wanda Mackey.
Miss Mackey,
Yes.
Wanda Mackey, Bobby
Wish I
Ray.
could just
Yes,
lie
ma'am.
down so I can give it to you.
Didn't go too good, Mike. You came across looking dishonest, man. You know.
I don't know if you heard that or not, but he sat down next to his attorney right there, and the attorney whispered to him, "You did good, but you did come off as dishonest right there."
Miss Mackey, if you'll come up here and stand in the witness box, you have already been sworn, and if you will have a seat, state your name for the record and spell your name for the record, please, ma'am.
Wanda Mackey, WANDAMACKEY.
Thank you.
Miss Mackey, how do you know the parties in this action?
I worked for Jessica for 12 years.
And what were those years?
I think it was 08. Started in 08, I believe. And maybe 2016. I don't really remember.
You worked for her for a while?
Well, for the onion sprouts.
Okay. What was your understanding about onion sprouts? Who was the owner of onion sprouts?
Mike was the owner, Jessica run it.
Okay. And what did she do there as her running onion sprouts?
She was there all the time.
What was her daily schedule? What time did she arrive?
Usually 6:30 in the morning, and she wouldn't leave till the last child left.
And about what time was that?
Sometimes about 6 o'clock.
And was Mr. Collins at the daycare during those same time frames?
Some of the time.
And where was he at the other times?
Sometimes he was working at Savannah Luggage, or sometimes he was on his farm, or he just wasn't there all the time.
Were there times where you had issues with
I
calling?
take all those kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about that.
Sometimes we was under understanding that we was going to get paid for it, and then when it come time to get paid for it, we didn't get paid for it.
All right, who would tell you you would get paid for it?
Well, Jessica would tell us that we were going to get paid for it, because she would go ask Mike, and then he would change his mind, and we didn't get paid for it.
And how do you know that he changed his mind?
Because he was the one that basically done the checks. It was,
Do you know how much Mrs. Collins got paid?
she got paid less than we all did, all the employees. Because after about 3 years there, we got a 25-cent raise, and Jessica didn't get one, so therefore that made us making about $20 more a week than her.
How much money did you make a week?
I made about $250. And I cashed her check several times, and it was like $230, $240.
Were you there when the arrest and all that stuff took place?
I was.
And,
You get the money first. Yes.
It was a bad slander for the daycare. I mean, the children was wanting to know why officers were showing up at the daycare. It was very embarrassing.
Object to hearsay, Your Honor.
Well, I mean, I think she's testifying as to what her observation and opinion is, and she hasn't said anything about what officers, I'm going to allow it. Your objection's overruled.
She would want to know why the officer.
I said your objection is overruled, Mr. Colley. Watch the hearsay, but you may proceed, Ms. Mathis.
Sorry.
you go ahead and finish your answer.
I just would, I'd have to try to explain why they were there. I mean, kids 8, 9, 10 years old, they're going to ask questions, they're going to get scared. So,
Could you see the children?
oh yes,
And did you watch their body language?
oh yes,
And what did they look like?
they were scared. They wanted an explanation. I mean,
Did you see Mr. and Mrs. Collins together in their marital relationship there at the daycare?
sometimes.
And can you describe that to us, please?
Sometimes it was cordial, and other times we were embarrassed to be put in the middle of it.
Who was the instigator of the embarrassment?
A lot of times Mike.
What kind of things would he do?
Were they scared, or did they want to see them get arrested? The kids are like, put the handcuffs on. Put the handcuffs on.
Just fuss and ramp.
At who?
Jessica.
Based on your observation of the job that she did there, was that warranted?
No, ma'am.
Did it make her uncomfortable?
Your
I'm
Honor,
sure it
that calls for
did.
Speculation, I object to that.
Well, if she's basing it on what she saw, I'll allow it. Unless you can establish that Miss Collins told her something, she can't testify.
Did you see her general demeanor?
She didn't have to tell us anything. You could see it all over her face because she was about in tears several times.
And how often would this happen?
maybe about once every 3 months.
Were you there when Mr. Collins had his stroke?
I was.
And while he was in the hospital and away, did you see the daily operations?
I did.
And how were the daily operations at that point?
What time Jessica wasn't at the hospital, she was at the daycare.
Did everything run smoothly?
It did.
Did you have any problems getting paid?
Sometimes we did because Jessica would be at the hospital and we couldn't get our checks.
Had anything other than that?
No.
Based on what you saw, did she appear to be an attentive wife?
Yes, ma'am.
What were her hours of the daycare be, had been at that time?
She would come in there and open up, and then she'd be there to close. But she wouldn't be there sometimes during the day. And she'd have to get permission for me to be there because I wasn't licensed to do that. But there was no other choice. I had to do that.
Did she try to keep the thing running?
She did. She did the best she could do.
How long after the stroke did the whole criminal incident happen? You remember?
I don't really remember.
Would you say there was any change in Mr. Collins from before to after the stroke?
I think after the stroke, he got more aggressive.
And how do you say that? What did he do?
Just his tone of voice.
Does that make sense? I don't know. I know very little about everything in life, every single thing. So does that make sense? After the stroke, if someone asked me why would that happen? Because I don't know. I would think for me, not being able to do what I used to do and not being able to articulate would frustrate me a lot, like over the top a lot. So, but I don't know if the stroke itself does anything with your rage centers, or you know what I mean? No, you don't know what I mean because that don't make sense.
Who did you report to?
Most of the time, Jessica.
And I couldn't even talk.
I have nothing further from this witness.
Cross-examination, Mr. Collins.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Ms. Mackey.
Good afternoon.
You said you worked for Mike and Jessica for how many years?
12 years.
12 years, okay. Did you have any complaints about Mike as a boss?
Sometimes.
Okay, but you stayed there for 12 years though, right?
Yes.
So the complaints weren't.
Look, guys, he's using a microphone. I don't care what he says. He's not going to infuriate me. I love this lawyer with my whole heart and soul, and I hope he wins. You want to know why? He's using a microphone.
Serious enough to make you quit your job though, right?
No, I had a very sick husband, so that worked good with my husband.
Okay. All right, what time would you usually get to the daycare in the morning?
I was always the first one there after somebody opened up, so about 7.
So you weren't there when they opened up?
Sometimes I was,
Okay. Well, if you got there at 7, how would you know what time she got there?
because sometimes I was there when she was there.
But you said every day though.
It was probably about 10 minutes after, 15 minutes after.
Okay. So you don't really know what time she got there in the morning, do you?
Well, yeah, I do know what time she got there in the morning, because if she hadn't got there when she did, children would still be standing outside when I got there.
What time did the daycare have to open?
7 o'clock.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Anything on redirect, Ms. Mattis?
No, Your Honor.
Is this witness excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're free to go, or you can stay if you like.
Thank you.
Call your next witness, Ms. Mattis.
Tammy Thigpen.
Ms. Thigpen.
Kelly, I'm moved. Moved to do something. Especially CJ. CJ's boss is a bitch.
Ms. Thigpen, if you'll come up to this witness stand for me, please, ma'am.
But she's so freaking cute, though. So there's that.
All right, if you'll have a seat and then give us your name, and if you'll be kind enough to spell your name for the record, please.
Tammy Thigpen, TammyThigpen.
Ms. Thigpen, how do you know the parties in this action?
I used to work for him.
Who would you say was your boss?
Both, but Jessica was mostly there. I dealt with Jessica most
Where was Mr. Collins?
there, and then doing other jobs and stuff like that.
Do you know what kind of other jobs he did?
While I was there, he was in the process at Savannah Luggage, fixing some equipment or something.
Did you ever call Thigpen while you were there?
I don't know if I had started when he, because I didn't work there as long as the other ones.
How long were you there?
I worked there twice. Let me see. My daughter was in ninth grade. Maybe 4 or 5 years the first time and a couple the next time.
When did you leave on a final basis?
I'm trying to think. Let's see. I think, I don't really remember the year. My grandson was starting school, so I had left there.
What kind of work environment was it when Mr. Collins was present?
It had different days. I mean, some days it was good, some days tension.
What do you mean by that?
You could just feel the tension in the air with them two.
Who would give off the most? Where did you come to believe the issues were stemming from?
Like the problems
Yes.
with Mike.
What would he do?
Just, I mean, just different days, it was just attitude, you know.
Was that before his stroke?
Yes,
Did you know him or work there after the stroke?
yes.
And was there any difference between the two?
No.
How was his behavior towards Mrs. Collins?
Honestly, kind of rough to me. But
What do you mean by that?
just, I mean, you could feel the tension between them all the time.
Okay, how much did you get paid working there?
Minimum wage.
Do you know how much Mrs. Collins got paid?
Oh, yeah, I could tell you what a check was, $230 a week, because I cashed it. Wasn't enough.
You have been in daycare for a long time?
No, just when I worked in Soperton daycare for a while, and then I started with Jessica and Mike.
Based on what you saw her do on a day-to-day basis, was she working more than 200?
Oh, yes, definitely, definitely.
What all did she do on a day-to-day basis?
She ran the daycare, she opened the daycare, if we had a problem, we went to Jessica about it, and, I mean, took care of the kids, she did the errands for the daycare.
Did Mike have a position with regard to what Jessica's place was at the daycare?
What you mean?
She the director? Was
Oh,
she
yes.
the owner? What was she?
She took the owner, I thought of both of them, you know what I'm saying?
Did she work at that place as though she?
Oh,
did?
yes, yes, ma'am.
All right, cross-examination, Mr. Collins.
You can just sit
So
back
you
there,
need
Ms.
to,
Thigpen.
Oh, I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Collins, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Collins may have some questions.
All right, so you worked for them, but you said you also worked at a daycare in Soperton, is that correct?
Yes,
Hold her in contempt, Judge. Hold her in contempt.
sir.
You made minimum wage for Mike, and then what did you make in Soperton?
Oh, that was years ago.
Was it
Whatever.
also minimum wage?
Yes.
So he paid you pretty much normal for the industry?
I think my pay was, I brought home like 200. dollars or two something a week.
All right. So what you got paid with Mike Collins and Jessica wasn't unusual for that kind of work then?
No, we're entitled, we should have got paid more, because I did the cooking and tend to kids and tend to classes.
Okay, all right. So you said it's your opinion that Mike caused the problems between himself and Jessica. Is that your testimony?
Yeah, just the tension all the time.
Okay, well, tension
You
requires
just
two
never,
people, doesn't it?
you never know what you was gonna do right or what you was gonna do wrong that day.
If there's tension between two people, it takes two people to generate tension, right? Otherwise, you got one person who's mad. You describe it as tension, is that right?
Yeah, it was like she never done nothing right.
Okay, all right. How long did you work there?
Say it's all together, maybe 7, 8 years.
Okay, and why'd you leave?
Because I started when my daughter started school in Vidalia High School. They needed somebody then, so I took the job. And I stayed there all the way till her 12th grade. And then she had a baby. And I left to tend to the baby. But then they needed a cook, so I come back. And I brought the baby with me sometimes.
All right, you didn't leave because of anything Mike Collins did?
No,
Okay, no further questions.
not personally.
Anything on
That's me.
redirect, Ms. Maddox?
No, Your Honor.
All right, may this witness be excused from her subpoena?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Thigpen, you're free to stay or go. Call your next witness.
Heidi Richards.
Miss Richards?
Miss Richards. Heidi Richards.
Heidi Richards. Ma'am, if you'll come and up here to the witness stand, I'll remind you that you've already been sworn. If you'll have a seat, upon you being seated, if you'll state your name for the record and spell it for the benefit of the court reporter, please.
My name's Heidi Richards, HeidiRichards.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Madden.
Good afternoon, Ms. Richards. How do you know the parties in this action?
My child went to their daycare.
And what years did your child go to their daycare?
So what? $14, $15, $16, I think.
Okay. So that's 3 years?
Yeah.
And during the time where the child went to that daycare, with whom did you have your interaction?
Jess.
And what kind of facility did she run?
Good one, clean one. I mean, my daughter was always excited to go. She was sad when I had to bring her home.
Did you ever interact with Mr. Collins?
Not that I can recall. I know my daughter mentioned a guy named Mike, but I didn't realize till later who it was.
And how do you know Miss Collins' name?
She works for me, and she's my friend.
How long has she worked for you?
Since right after she was arrested and the daycare closed.
You decided to employ her even though she had that arrest.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, sorry.
has she been a good employee?
Yes.
Is she timely in her appearance at work?
Yes, she comes to work on time.
And does she work diligently in what she's tasked to do?
Good luck
Yes.
at the hospital.
Other than that, do you have any knowledge of these two parties and issues in their marriage?
Just what's out there in public.
The fact that she had to get a different job.
Yes, because she got arrested and the daycare closed down, yeah.
Had she not gotten arrested, do you have an opinion as to whether or not she would still be working at the daycare?
Oh, I'm sure she would have.
Objection, Your Honor, that calls for speculation.
I'll sustain the objection. Go on to something else.
Was she good at what she did with the kids?
Yes.
Did you have any complaints about her operating the daycare and your kid going there?
Not at all.
What does she do for you now?
I own a medical billing company, so she works on claims and customer service, calling patients to pay their bills or insurance companies or whatever needs to get
What do you
done.
pay her hourly?
Pardon?
What do you pay her an hour?
14.
$14? All right, thank you. You have any additional questions as a result of my questions, Ms. Mathis? Cross-examination, Mr. Collins.
Yes, Your Honor.
To
Ms.
annoy
Richards,
me, that's why.
You say you didn't have any interaction with Mike Collins? Was that your testimony?
I don't remember having any interactions. I remember his name because my daughter said it.
Okay. So you didn't see anything, you didn't observe anything around the daycare or anything of that nature, was it?
No, I didn't see him there. There was one gentleman there, and I thought that was Mike, but come to find out later in life that wasn't Mike.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, is this witness excused from her subpoena?
She is.
All right, you're free to go, ma'am, or you can stay if you'd like. All right, who's going to be your next witness?
I'm going to call Jessica Collins, Your Honor.
All right, you're going to be a while with Ms. Collins.
2-letter words are 3 syllables in Georgia, just so you know.
I would imagine, yes, sir.
All right, we'll take our afternoon break now. It is 2:30. We'll stand in recess until 2:45. Ms. Maddox, you may proceed. Y'all, please be seated. Thank you.
I couldn't hear because the
I said
chairs.
you may proceed.
Your Honor, I call my client, Miss Jessica Collins.
All right, Ms. Collins, if you'll come to the witness stand, I don't believe you have been sworn. If you'll come and stand in the witness box, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this court is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You can be seated. State your name for the record and spell it for me, please.
Jessica Collins, JESSICA COLLINS.
Miss Collins, can you tell me what year you first met Mr. Collins?
We were married in 2003, so I met him in 2002.
And what were the circumstances of how y'all met?
I was attending East Georgia College and working at the Christian bookstore, and I was going into early childhood. And he had just opened the daycare. It had been open a couple of months, and a girl that worked with me at the Christian bookstore worked there, and I needed some hours for college for early childhood, so I applied.
Did you get the job?
Yes.
And was it a paid position then that you were getting college credit?
Yes, it was.
Was that part of the school policy or just how it happened?
It just happened to be how it worked out.
And how was the working environment there initially?
It was good. I enjoyed it.
And at some point, did something happen to make you more than just an employee?
Yes, Mr. Collins and I started dating, and then I got pregnant, and then we got married, and it just went from there.
Who asked who out?
He asked me out. He left a note on my car while I was working at the bookstore. And then we ended up going to dinner a couple days. That was one, I don't remember exactly what day during the week, but that Friday night we ended up going out to eat.
Do you remember anything about a baseball game?
I don't recall that, no. I know I did go to some games at some point because his daughter did play softball, but I don't recall that being our first date, no.
Were you actively pursuing him?
No.
And at what point,
You start dating him before you worked at the daycare or after?
During.
maybe clear it up, were you working at the bookstore and the daycare?
Yes, I was at the same time, yes. And going to college.
At what point did you stop moving to East Georgia?
When I became pregnant with Jesselyn.
And what year was
She was born in 2003, so it would have been, I think that fall was my last semester there.
Did you get to finish?
No, I did not.
And whose decision was that not to finish?
It was mutual. I would have to work during the day and then go to school at night, so I didn't want to not see my baby.
Did Mr. Collins encourage that decision?
Yes, I would have to work during the day at the daycare.
What do you mean by that?
Rephrase your question.
You say I would have to work during the day.
Yes, so I wouldn't, at that point, we were married and the daycare was ours, and so I would have to work at the daycare during the day, and then I would have to go to school at night.
So at any point, did he offer to just let you not work at the daycare so you could finish your education?
No,
Was that ever on the table?
no,
Okay. Have you finished that degree at any point since then?
no.
How far did you make it?
2 years,
And how much more did you have to go before you had that degree?
2 more. I would have had to finish at Georgia Southern.
How was the pregnancy with him as a support person?
It was good.
Were y'all married before or after she was born?
Before. She was born in July of 2004, and we were married in December of 2003.
How was it as she was a small child in the marital relationship?
When she was a baby, it was good. There wasn't a lot of issues. The older she got, is when the trouble started.
Did he have a child in and out of your household in the previous relationship?
Yes, I have a stepdaughter. Her name is Lindsay,
And how old was Lindsay when you had Lindsay?
14.
And what is the age difference between you and Mr. Collins?
There's 19 years between us.
How old are you now?
41.
And how old is he now?
I'd have to do the math real quick. I don't remember. His birthday's October the 11th. He was born in 63, so I don't know. What does that make him, 59?
Can't do math.
I think he's 59.
How old were you when you met him?
I was 22 when I had Jesselyn, so 21.
Going forward, and how long did you have the stepdaughter in and out of the house for visitation and things like that?
Always until she was about 16, and then she just didn't come over as much anymore.
Did you have a good relationship with his ex-wife?
Yes, we get along well.
And does Jesselyn, which is y'all's daughter together, have a good relationship with, I'm gonna say her extended family on that side?
Yes, they treat her as though she is one of their own.
Do you have a good relationship with your stepdaughter?
Yes, we do have a good relationship.
Now, going through over the years, you said something about when Jesselyn got older, what happened?
She became more of a child that Jesselyn's always been a free spirit. You don't really tell her kind of what to do, and she does her own thing. And unfortunately, that didn't work at our house. He wanted a child that would work, and she was not an outside worker. She assumed she'd rather be inside on her tablet or on her TV or just whatever. So that caused issues with he and I.
When you say work, what do you mean?
Whatever it was going on that day, digging a pond, clearing land. I mean, just there was a never-ending project.
So the activities that he wanted her to participate in were manual labor type things?
Yes.
And when you say she was more of a free spirit, what does that mean?
She just,
Your Honor, I'm going to object to relevant to this line of questioning. This isn't a custody case. I mean, I understand where Mr. Maddox is going.
I'm going to let her have some leeway because of the issue of conduct in this case being so significant.
Yes, sir.
So I want to understand what effects that's had on this child, because I think it goes to the overall conduct in regards to whether how I make an equitable division, Mr. Collins.
Yes, sir.
The objection's overruled. Go ahead.
But Judge, I can tell you what an equitable division of property will be. You should just ask me.
So you mean free spirit? You mean she like girly things?
She did for a long time. She liked girly things, dress up, tea parties, baby dolls.
And was that in the same vein as wanting her to dig holes? I mean, was that her thing? Would she dig holes?
No, she didn't like to be outside and she didn't like to sweat.
Did she help you in the house?
She did. She was a mama's girl.
She did you clean you and
Yes.
that kind of thing?
Yes.
Did she wash clothes and dishes?
When she was younger, yes. When she got older, no, she was too busy.
Okay, so did you just allow her to do absolutely nothing? I guess would be my concern.
No.
What were your expectations for her?
I mean, she was my only child and she was my only baby, so I spoiled her.
And what were Mr. Collins' expectations based on what you saw him doing?
When she got older, he would get frustrated because she didn't want to do anything outside or work. She just didn't, that wasn't what she wanted to do.
How did she do in school?
Excellent student, straight A's.
Where is she in school at now?
She is on a softball scholarship.
Have you had any legal problems or issues with her?
No, not one.
Has she done everything that you've expected of her insofar as attaining an education is concerned?
She's exceeded that, yes.
Do you believe that digging holes and ponds and things would have helped her in any way towards her current goals?
At this point, no.
Tell me what his relationship was like as she got older with Jesse.
He always favored children at the daycare above her. When it come time to go or do anything, he had a group of boys that he would take to do everything, and he would exclude her. And she kind of got used to that, so she kind of catered towards me, and she stayed with me all the time. And so when she was asked to do something, because I would pitch a fit or, be ugly about it, he would ask her, and of course she wouldn't want to go, and then it would be a whole argument.
When you say you would pitch a fit or be ugly about it, what were you trying to do?
Make him have a relationship with his daughter.
Was she ever disrespectful to him?
No.
Tell me about the day your sister brought over the chair.
I was redoing her room. We had moved from our house on Joe Hilton to the house on Morris Road, and it was a double wide with 3 bedrooms. We were redoing the rooms. One was just her bedroom, and one she was older, so we were making it a makeup, get ready / type room, just a hangout room. And we went over to my sister's to get a chair, and it wouldn't fit in my car, so she brought it over. And it was just the 2 of us. Jessalyn was inside. I was trying to get it out because her and Mike didn't get along. So I was holding it up, trying to get it out, and Jessalyn came out to help. When she came out to help, he came out behind her, And at that point, Julie had gotten out of the truck because she was going to help as well, and he kind of charged after her. And I was holding on to the chair because Jesselyn dropped her in because I was trying to keep it from falling. And she got in between them, and he pushed her and went after Julie. And then Jesselyn, I think, grabbed his shirt at the time and was begging Julie to get back in the car.
Was that before or after the stroke?
That was after.
Were there any similar instances prior to the stroke?
Once at the daycare, he grabbed me by my face.
And can you demonstrate for me what he did to your face at the daycare?
It was nap time. We had had a discussion. I don't remember what it was about, but it got a little heated, and he just grabbed me and just told me to hush.
So he grabbed your thumb on one side?
Yes, like,
your fingers
yes,
on your jaw and told you to hush?
yes.
Did that scare you?
It did. That was the first time he'd ever put his hand on me, and I was a little shocked.
And did anything like that happen after that?
After the stroke, two other times it happened.
Tell me about those two events.
Right after the stroke, he had only been home maybe a week or so. It'd been raining. It was before I had to go to work, and I wanted to drive his truck to work because we lived on a dirt road and it was pretty bad, and I was helping him in the bathroom, and I said something about driving his truck, and I don't know what triggered it, but he grabbed me like here and just kind of pushed me. But then he went to lose his balance because he, at that point, wasn't walking really good yet, so I had to help him back up.
So this time you demonstrated
Yeah.
more like closer to the show.
Yes.
Grabbing your face.
Yes.
Your Honor, I object to leading the witness.
Don't lead the witness, Ms. Maddox.
How would you describe the setting of the meeting insofar as how holy it was?
It was more about right here,
And tell people where that is in the record.
around my throat, like right below my jawline.
And then what was the other instance after that?
I had, my grandmother was in the hospital. I was running late to the daycare, and when I got there, I walked into the baby room, and he started just yelling, and I couldn't really make sense of what he was saying, and the next thing I know, he grabbed me around my throat and squeezed and shoved me against the wall, and wouldn't let me go. And I was fighting him, but he was just enough out of reach that I couldn't get him off of me. And he wouldn't let go. And Wanda, our employee, heard the disturbance and came running in as he was letting me go. And I left.
Because she didn't see the actual.
I'm not quite sure what she saw. He had her call me later, but I didn't answer the phone.
Going back to the very beginning, were there any promises made to you about that daycare?
Yes.
Tell us what they were.
That the daycare would eventually be mine. He had other things that he was doing at the time. He was working for Savannah Luggage and Oxford and other companies. He would take Gerber machines and he would break them down and take them to other countries like Mexico, and he would put them back up and start it back over, like get the setup going for those textile companies. He was also he had started getting into pond building and land clearing. He had done some ponds for different people. So he had a lot of different things going on. And so the daycare would be mine, and that would be our retirement.
Do you have any retirement?
No. At this point, no, I do not.
How much did you make at the daycare?
My take-home pay was $230 a week.
What did you have to do with your $230 a week?
I bought the household groceries, gas for my vehicle, and anything personally that I needed or Jesselyn needed.
Was there anything left over to save?
Not very much.
Did you spend money frivolously buying $2,000 shoes or
No.
Louis Vuitton handbags?
No, ma'am.
Anything like that?
No, ma'am.
Did Jesselyn participate in festivities?
She was never into dance, but she did softball and swim team. She did gymnastics for a little while, but that became too expensive, that in private school, according to her dad, so she had to pick one.
Listen, gymnastics is freaking expensive. It just really is. I kind of agree with him on that one.
So she actually dropped out of private school to stay in gymnastics and then ended up dropping gymnastics and going to public school.
Was that her choice, his choice,
It was his choice. He led us to that choice, I'll say that.
you mentioned earlier, y'all had a house on Joe Hilton Road.
Yes.
What kind of house was that?
It was 5 bedrooms, 4 baths.
And you mentioned you were moving the chair to a different house.
Yes.
You left the 5-bedroom, 4-bath to go to what?
Double wide.
Why didn't you all,
He had had a stroke. He said the property was too much to keep up. He also stated the house was not paid for, which I later learned was not the truth. And that if we would move back out to the house at in Ailey, it would be closer to his family. It would give him something to do as far as piddling with the land, just something to do during the day while I ran the daycare. Also, he would be closer so his sisters or mom could check on him when I had to be at work. And so we put in to sell the house.
did you ultimately agree to that?
I was guilted into it, yes. I believed that that was the right thing to do at the time because I was told the house was not paid for.
Did you learn later that the house was paid?
Yes, I did.
And how did that make you feel in this relationship?
I mean, I was upset because I was lied to and led to make a choice that I would have made anyway, but I was manipulated into it.
What year was that?
Jesslyn was in the 6th grade. I'm
even
not
know
quite sure the
sugar
year.
daddy.
No, I take that back. She was in the 6th grade. First day of school was when he had the stroke. Was
Ms.
her-
Maddox, is there a red dot on that base of that microphone that's lit up?
No, guys, it's not going to get better from here on out.
If you'll
I was
just, it's
hoping
fine,
to,
if you'll just
but no.
hit that center button, that silver button, it'll light up.
We don't have a center button on this one, Your Honor.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're hearing you, it's just, it's fine, go ahead.
So she was in the 6th grade,
Yes, first day of school.
and that was when he had the.
When he had the stroke, yes. In the school drop-off line that morning.
What did you do as a result of his stroke?
We were pulling in. We were arguing. We weren't really arguing. We were doing something about taking a picture, and I was like, "You can't park here." And all of a sudden, the right side of his face began to droop as he put the van in park, and then he slid back and laid on her. And he wasn't moving. So I jumped out of the van, opened the van door, grabbed Jesslyn to move her out because the last thing I wanted was her dad dying on her because we weren't really sure what was going on. At that time, a teacher was there, actually was her softball coach, Stuart McKee. He immediately called the school nurse and 911. I took Jesslyn straight inside, just a few feet away to our friend Rhett Carter, who happened to be her teacher, and I just handed her to him. Came back out. Another friend of ours was in the carpool line. and the ambulance would never have gotten there in time. So he got in the van with me, and I sat in the back with Mike, and we drove to the hospital. On the way, I called his sister because she works at the hospital in Vidalia, and we had a nurse there waiting on him when he got.
Okay, we got some nurses up in this joint. What should she have done? He's having a stroke. What should she have done? I know if you're having a heart attack, you should give aspirin. I don't know. She's in the back of the van. She's driving to the hospital. He's having a stroke. What could she possibly do for him? Anything? Raise his feet. Give him Benadryl. What? Don't do any of that, guys. I am not a nurse. Yo, don't listen to me. I'm just trying to fish for ideas. Whiskey is where I would go. But are you a nurse, Zach? I want to hear from the nurses. Like, if a man drops and has a stroke in front of you, what do you do? Got it, ER. They're going to the ER, Kelly. That's where they're going. Rush him to the hospital, JK. Got it. We got it. But once they get there, nurses do something. Nurses do something. Like if someone's having a heart attack, bear. Give him a bear. Or is that a heart attack or is that a stroke? Now I don't even remember. Now I don't know. And the nurses aren't speaking. Always be closing. That's not a magnet for strokes. That's a magnet for sales. But the nurses haven't said anything. You can't concur with the nurses. They haven't spoken. You're a nurse. You're the one we're waiting for. You and Nan. If someone has a stroke in front of you, is there anything you can do to slow it down until you get to the hospital? Put his arms up. I think it's to the brain, so turn his head. I don't know. Nurses aren't. All right, get him to the hospital. That's all you can do.
Got there so he could go ahead and get the clot buster because we had about decided that it was a stroke at that point in time, and it just kind of went from there.
How long was he in the hospital after the stroke?
A week in Mayo.
What did your life look like during that week that he was in the hospital?
Well,
A week? Poor husband's been in the hospital for 17 years now because of his foot. He had a stroke, and he was out in a week.
I never left except for I had to come back and sign the checks for the daycare employees, and there were some things he needed because he was going to start therapy. So he had to have a pair of specific shoes that I had to go get and different things like that.
While he was out of commission, did you make sure that the house and the daycare ran smoothly?
Yes, I tried.
Throughout your time at the daycare, what was your daily hours?
Most of the time I was there when it opened and I was there when it closed.
Opening is when?
Usually we're there by 6:45, 6:30, depending on what we were having for breakfast. And we closed at 5:45, but we always had parents that never showed up on time.
How long was he?
Ma'am, it happened like twice. It happened like twice in all the time I put my kids in daycare. I didn't show up on time twice. One, it was snowing heavily. I couldn't make the cars in front of me go any faster than what they did. Because once snow hits the roads, you think people in Pennsylvania know how to drive, but no, they don't. And a lot of people who aren't in Pennsylvania come to Pennsylvania, see the snow, and then slow way down, which makes it more dangerous for us people who drive in the snow to drive when you guys are going so slow. You guys are like begging to be hit. But that was the one time. I can't remember the other time. I think I was just late because I was at work. I don't remember.
Out of commission, so to speak.
That doesn't mean I don't care about why I was late. I did care. It was just many years ago. I hated being late for them.
He, about 2 months, he had a month of therapy. Should have been longer, but he chose not to go after the first month.
What do you mean he chose not to go?
So with Meadows therapy, you have to set the therapy up a month in advance, and I'd set up the first month, and 2 or 3 weeks in, he had a follow-up appointment in Mayo. I wasn't able to take him because I had gotten a stomach virus, so my sister-in-law and his brother-in-law took him to Mayo, and the doctor cleared him to drive. And then when he came back, he had another month of therapy left. And I didn't find out till I went to schedule the third month of therapy that he never went to the second month. He would come to the daycare and then pretend like he was going to therapy, and he didn't go.
Did that cause you a problem that he did not follow up on his therapy in the marriage?
Yes, the doctor did tell him that if he completed therapy, he should have a full recovery.
Did it bother you that he wasn't willing to invest in himself enough to get this therapy, that it was a problem?
Yes, in the hospital, he had the opportunity to go to in-house therapy. It would have costed us about $10,000, but he didn't want to spend it to go.
Did you have the money to spend on it?
Yes, and if we didn't, I would have found a way to get the money.
When you took the salary of $230 a week, what was your understanding about where the extra money was going to be going?
So when I first started working there, the daycare had not been paid off. It had only been open a few months. So when we got married, I took the lower salary because that money would go towards paying down the daycare. Not only did I take a lower salary, but there were lots of times I worked in a room with 18 to 20 kids, 2-year-olds by myself, so we could save more money because we wouldn't have enough employees.
And whose decision was that?
It was a mutual decision because it was what I thought to be our daycare, and it was paying down the debt of the building.
Okay. We do not have time to finish this today. I have to work. So we've been at it almost 2 hours. We still have an hour left. If I go for another hour, I won't be able to do OJ, and I might be late for work. So I have to stop here, and we'll finish the rest tomorrow with her on the stand. The ending is not something we've seen before. I'm just going to say that again. But I know I keep saying that, but it's true. We have not seen this ending ever happen before. And let me tell you, this man is furious. Please post the Discord link. Oh, post the Discord link. I can do that. Also, if you ever can't find my Discord link, you can just go to my channel on YouTube. You're already there, actually, because you're watching my live stream. That was a stupid thing for me to say. But if you go to my channel, all of my links are in my description for whatever you want. And you can just click them from there. But I'm dropping it. Hold on. I'm going to my channel. I gotta put an HTTPS on the front of it. There we go. There's my Discord. There it is. Alright. Oh man, the ending is really good. You wait. I lost track of what I was saying. And then it hit me. A surprise ending. Unless you saw the 10-minute clip that I posted, and then it's not going to be a surprise for you. But it's not what we've seen before. You get to see it more here. In that 10-minute clip I had, it was, you missed a bunch of it. You missed a bunch of things. So we're going to see that tomorrow. Thanks for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in OJ in a few minutes. Bye, guys. Oh, I love this song. Here we go. Yes.
Well, I thought I'd write a happy song I found a chat room where I belong. You don't know how much it means to me. With such a groove, I'm less lonely. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcome and play. I can count on distraction from my pain, 'cause this creator takes you there and back again. Kathy is the heart here, always in stride. Her work is hard, but her joy she can't hide. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her style is classy, she's always top shelf. Don't take my word, come and see for yourself. Her cases are new with a twist or two. I really like them, I believe you will too. A little lifeline passed along in rhyme. Why don't you join us? It's a guaranteed good time. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcoming place. And so in